Hello friends, welcome back. Welcome back to my exam coaching classes once again. So first of all, thank you so much for watching my videos and thank you so much for your support. So today in this class, we are going to discuss a new topic, that is alligation and mixtures. So when we talk about this particular topic, alligation and mixture, one of the very important topic for all competitive exams. So let us start from the basics. What is this alligation rule is all about? Okay, so we will start from the basics. We will see what is alligation rule. Then we will see how we can use this rule to crack various exam questions. Okay, so alligation rule. When we talk about the alligation rule, the topic is alligation and mixture. So alligation and mixture, alligation rule. So let me tell you this alligation rule in this way. For example, let us consider a shopkeeper is selling some fruits. For example, let us take mango. Okay, a shopkeeper is selling two types of mangoes. So let me take it like this way. Understand very clearly. Once you understand the concept, then applying this rule to crack the questions are very easy. Okay, maximum students leave this part, alligation, considering this is a tough subject. But if you understand the rule clearly, then these questions are very easy. What is that alligation rule? So let us take like this. We have two types of mango. Okay, type 1 and type 2. For example, type 1 and type 2, two types of mangoes. Okay, so now what I am going to do is, let us take type 1 mango. Type 1 mango is costing rupees 60 per kg. Let us take this way. Okay, type 1 mango costing 60 rupees per kg, and type 2 mango, let us take, it is costing for example 100 rupees per kg. So type 2 100 rupees per kg, type 1 60 rupees per kg. Okay, this is cheaper and this is dearer. Dearer means expensive, costly. So now what this shopkeeper will do, he will mix both. What he will do? Mixing. He will mix both and he want to sell it for 75 rupees. So he want to sell it for 75 rupees. Understand very clearly, there are two types of mangoes. Type 1 mango is costing 60 rupees per kg and the type 2 mangoes costing 100 rupees per kg. And what the shopkeeper will do, he will mix both the type 1 and type 2, mixing together, and he is selling it for 75. Now here the question comes, students, we have to find out the ratio in which type 1 and type 2 mangoes are mixed. So we need to find out that ratio. This is asked in the question. What is the ratio in which type 1 mangoes and type 2 mangoes are mixed? So let us take that ratio as x is to y. So let us take that as x is to y. So this x is to y, this ratio we need to find out. That is the main thing what we need to do here. Type 1 mangoes are cheaper, type 2 mangoes are costly. Here it is 100 rupees per kg, here it is 60 rupees per kg. So, and after mixing, the shopkeeper will sell it for 75 rupees per kg. So the question here is, in what ratio the shopkeeper need to mix it? Okay, so we have taken that ratio x is to y. We need to find out that x is to y. So to find out this x is to y, we have a method, we have a rule. That rule is called alligation rule. Okay, the rule is called alligation rule. Now let us see what is that rule. So now here, let me take this way. This type 1 mango is cheaper. So let me take this as C. C stands for cheap, cheaper mango, kg 60 rupees per kg. And type 2 mango is 100. 100 is expensive, dearer. So we will take it as D. D stands for dearer. Dearer means expensive. C for cheaper, D for dearer. Dearer means expensive, costly. C for cheaper, cheap value. Okay, and this value we will take as mean value, M. M stands for mean value. So you can note all these things. C is cheaper and D is dearer and M stands for mean value. After mixing these two type of mangoes, the shopkeeper want to sell it for 75 rupees to make the profit. So 75 is the mean value. So here we can find out the value of X and Y using a rule. That rule is called alligation rule. According to that rule, we have to see like this, the difference between 100 and 75. Between 100 and 75, we will write here X is equal to 100 minus 75. That is D minus M. D minus M. That is the value of X. D minus M. And the value of Y is obtained by M minus C. M minus C. This is actually C minus M or M minus C. The value only we are taking. We are not taking whether it is a positive value or negative value. We always take the difference, always in positive. Okay. And the very important thing you need to understand here, students, always write the cheaper value in the left side and the dearer value in the right side. Don't forget this. Always write the cheap value in the left side and dearer value, that is expensive, costly, and the right hand side. So 100 minus 75, you will get 25 here. 75 minus 60, we will get 15 here. So you can, in this case, you can say 100 minus 75 is 25 and 75 minus 60 is 15. So 25 is to 15 is the ratio. 25 is to 15. So that 25 is to 15, you can cut it with 5, it will become 5 is to 3. So in 5 is to 3 ratio, these two type of mangoes we need to mix so that we can sell it for rupees 75 per kg. So that ratio, this ratio only we need to find out in this type of questions. So to understand this, we have a very small method to remember it fast. What actually we do, we can show it like this. Here we have C, that is cheaper value. Here we have D, that is a dearer value, expensive value, and in the middle we have mean value. So D minus M will give you X value and C minus M will give you Y value. So here X will be equal to D minus M and Y is equal to M minus C. Always remember, left hand side it is cheaper, right hand side it is dearer, expensive. Mean value will be a value between this and this. So this value will be always less than 100, more than 60. That is why we are taking M minus C here and D minus M here. So find out D minus M and M minus C, you can find out the value of the ratio between X and Y. So what is the ratio finally we will get? X by Y, that is a ratio X by Y. X is D minus M, D minus M divided by M minus C. So this is the ratio we will get finally, and this is the alligation rule. So according to alligation rule, the ratio X by Y is equal to D minus M divided by M minus C, where C stands for the cheaper value, D stands for the dearer value, and M is the mean value. And every question we need to find out the ratio between X and Y. The value of X can be calculated using the formula D minus M, and the value of Y can be calculated using the formula M minus C. Whether it is M minus C or C minus M, we always take the positive value. Don't take the negative value. You can take D minus M or M minus D. Always take the difference between these two numbers. Difference between these two numbers in positive. Never consider negative values here. And the second important thing, whenever you write this, remember this picture in your mind. And always write the cheaper value in the left hand side and the dearer value on the right hand side. Remember this in your mind, and you can crack almost every question from the part alligation and mixture. So this is the basic rule based on which we have different type of questions, type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, different questions which we will be completing in the coming videos. Okay, here I have some important questions selected from previous question papers which we will be solving today, and remaining questions, that is advanced questions, we will be doing in part 2 of alligation and mixture. So kindly don't forget to watch both the volumes, volume 1 and part 2. Okay, so kindly note this, then we will go to the questions. What's the question? In what ratio should sugar worth rupees 30 kg and 30 per kg and sugar worth rupees 45 per kg be mixed so as to get a mixture worth rupees 40 per kg? Sugar worth 30 and 45 we need to mix, and we need to make the mixture 40 rupees per kg. So we remember the formula. Okay, we remember the picture of alligation. We have what? We have cheaper value, dearer value, and in the middle we have mean value, and here we have x and y ratio. So cheaper and dearer, this x value is d minus m, and this y value is m minus c. So this picture we remember. This is alligation rule. This is the alligation rule. So now, according to this, we will put the values taken from the question. We have the cheaper value according to question here is 30, and costly value, that is dearer value, is 45, and mean value is 40. So we got x and y. Y is 40 minus 30, that is equal to 10, and x is 45 minus 40, which is equal to 5. This is the cheaper value, and this is the dearer value, and this is mean value. So x is equal to what? X is equal to d minus m. D minus m. 45 minus 45. What is y value? Y is m minus c. So m minus c. 40 minus 30. 40 minus 30 is equal to 10. So x is to y will be equal to 5 is to 10. So 5 is to 10, we can cancel with 5 again, and the ratio we can simplify. Here it is 1 time, here it is 2 time, cancelling with 5. So what is the required ratio? The required ratio is 1 is to 2. So according to this question, we need to mix sugar worth 30 per kg and sugar worth 45 per kg to mix it in the ratio 1 is to 2. 1 kg of cheaper sugar, 2 kgs of expensive sugar mixed together, and then we can sell it for 40 rupees per kg. So what is the ratio in which we need to mix it? That is what we need to find out. So in your options, A, B, C, D, E, 4 options are given. From the given options, you can mark 1 is to 2 as the correct option. This way, if you know the alligation rule, it is very easy for you to crack this type of questions. So these all are type 1 questions based on alligation rule. Kindly note it, then we'll go to the next question. Now let us go to the next question. So the next question is, gold of 2 different qualities, one 12 carats and another of 16 carats, are mixed together. In what proportion should it be mixed to make an ornament of 15 carats? 12 carat and 16 carat gold we are mixing. 2 different qualities of gold. One gold is 12 carat quality, the other one is 16 carat quality. And we are mixing it together, and we want to make an ornament of the quality 15 carat. So again, we can use the alligation rule here. What is alligation rule? Cheaper and dearer, mean value, x and y. Remember this, that's all. If you remember this picture, all questions based on alligation, you can easily crack. Here, cheaper value is how much? 12. Dearer value is how much? 16. And what we want to mix and make? 15. That is, mean value is 15. So you can make x is equal to d minus m. 16 minus 15, 1. Y is equal to m minus c. 15 minus 12, 3. So what is the ratio of x is to y? X is to y, the ratio is 1 is to 3. So the required ratio x is to y is 1 is to 3. So accordingly, you can mark the correct answer as 1 is to 3. All this type of question, that is type 1 question, we need to find out the ratio in which these 2 type of items we need to mix. Okay, these 2 type of items we need to mix in what ratio? This ratio we need to find out. This is the main type 1 questions. So let us go with some more questions. Kindly note it. So let us go to the next question. Here is your next question. In what ratio should 30% acid be mixed with the 50% acid to get 35% acid solution? 30% and 50% acid we are mixing to get 35% acid. Sometimes what happens, questions will be in percentage. So the 4 options or 5 options what is given to you in the question, that also will be in a percentage ratio. So we need not to worry about the percentage, we have to take the values only. Here this particular question, it is given in percentage. 2 type of solution, 2 type of acids. One is 30% acid, one is 50% acid. We are mixing it together and the mean value is 35%. So according to the alligation rule, we can take cheaper as 30% and dearer as 50%. So what I actually want to tell you, even if the question is given in percentage, you need not to write the percentage here, take the values only. Need not to write the percentage, take the values, because from the options we are finding out the ratio only. So and the mean value is given here, m is equal to 35. We need to find out x, we need to find out y. X is equal to d minus m, 50 minus 35, we got 15. And y is equal to 35 minus 30, that is m minus c. So m minus c, we got 5. So 15 and 5 we can further cancel. 15, 5 will go in 3 times. Here 5 will go 1 time. So what is the ratio? 3:1. So x is to y will be equal to 3:1. So these 2 acids we need to mix in the ratio 3:1. 3:1 to get the mean value 35%. So this ratio only we need to find out. So to find out the ratio, you need not to write the percentage symbol here. You can just put the values and find out the ratio. Put the values and find out the ratio. Okay, kindly note it. Then we will go to the next question. All these are type 1 questions which are asked in your IBPS exam, then RRB, Staff Selection Commission exam. All these questions are very, very common. So here is your next question. So the next question is, 2 containers A and B contains mixture of water and acid. The ratio of acid and water in the first vessel is 5:2 and that in the second vessel is 8:5. In what ratio these mixtures be mixed together so that the ratio of acid and water in the new mixture becomes 9:4. So very, very important question, and this is little different from the questions which we have already completed. Okay, here the values are given in the form of a ratio. So we have seen questions, direct values are given. We have seen questions in the form of percentage. Here the value, the information which are given in the questions are in the form of a ratio itself. Okay, and we need to find out a new ratio. So how to solve these type of questions? Very, very important, and understand the basic of this type of questions very clearly. Once you are clear with this type of questions, then it becomes very easy for you to score mark, because at least you will get 3 to 4 questions from this topic. That is a weightage of this topic, alligation and mixtures. Minimum 3 to 4 questions you will get in every competitive exam. So this particular question is given in ratio. So here there are 2 containers A and B. So let us take this way. In container A, that is in vessel A, what is mixed? We have acid and water. So acid and water in what ratio? In A, this is acid and this is water. So in first vessel, container A, acid and water in the ratio 5:2. Acid and water. A for acid and W for water. They are in the ratio 5:2. And according to the question, in second vessel, it is given in the ratio 8:5. So vessel 2, that is container B, we have 8:5. 8:5, that is a ratio given. Vessel 2, yeah, container B, we have 8:5, and the mixture ratio is given 9 is to 4. So 9 is to 4. That is a mixture. This is the information given in the question. That is what we have written first. For vessel A, 5 is to 2. That is container A, 5 is to 2. And container B, 8 is to 5. Acid ratio, water. And the mixture, 9 is to 4. And what is asked in the question? The question here is, in what ratio it should be mixed to get this mixture ratio 9 is to 4. So here, if we use the alligation rule, we have cheaper value, we have dearer value, we have mean value, we have x and y, and we have this relation, x is equal to d minus m and y is equal to m minus c. This is the alligation rule we have learned. But the question here is, if the ratios are given, what value you will use in these places? The question here is, the question is given in a particular ratio. If the values are given in a particular ratio, what we will use? We have already seen in the previous question, if the values are given in percentage, we will remove the percentage, we will take the value only. But here 5 is to 2. What value we will take? We will take 5, 2, 5 plus 2, 7. What value we will take? That is very, very important step. So understand very clearly, all these type of questions, consider only one side value. Consider only one side value out of the total value. So what is one side value out of the total value? If you consider acid, consider only acid out of total. So acid here out of total, 5 out of 7. 5 plus 2, total 7. Acid and water together, we have 7 part. Out of that 7 part, 5 part is water, acid. Here in container B, 8 plus 5, we have 13 part. Out of that 13 part, we have 8 part is acid. Here 9 plus 4, 13. Out of 13, 9 is acid and 4 is water. So you have to consider either acid or water, either one, any one. Either you can take acid or you can take water, but don't use mixing. First you are taking acid from here, then you are taking water from here, you will get a wrong answer. Either consider acid only out of total, or you consider water only out of total. Okay, out of total, that is very important. Either acid or water. So let me take for this particular question, both the way you can take either acid or water, anything you can take. For simplification, let me take acid values. So I am taking acid values. I am taking acid value. So here container A, 5 out of 7. So total 7 part, 5 part is acid. So I am taking that 5 out of 7 here. 5 out of 7. And here 8 part out of 13. 8 plus 5, 13. Out of 13, 8 part is acid. So I am taking that 8 part, 8 by 13. And in the mean value I got 9 is to 4. So out of 9 plus 4, 13 again. Out of that 13, 9 part is acid. So we will take that 9 part here, 9 by 13. Now we want the value of x and y. We know the value of x is obtained by d minus m and the value of y is obtained by m minus c. So let me calculate that x is equal to d minus m. d minus m, that is 8 by 13 minus 9 by 13. The difference only we want. We don't want any negative number. So here m minus c, 9 by 13 minus 5 by 7. So now 8, here it is 13, here it is 13. So this value I can take as 1 by 13. This value I can take as 1 by 13. And this value here we have to take the LCM. 13 and 7. 13, 7 LCM is 91. And here it will become 9 into 7, 63. Here it will become 13 into 5, 65. So we got difference is 2 by 91. 2 by 91. So finally I got the ratio 1 by 13 is to 2 by 91. So I can cut this 13 and 91 here 1 time, here 7 time. When I cross multiply, I will get 1 into 7, 7 is to 1 into 2, 2. So 7 is to 2 is the required quantity, required ratio in which I have to mix these two vessels to get 9 is to 4 mixture. So this ratio is what we need to find out, and accordingly you can mark the correct option from the given options. So what is the very important thing what we need to remember here is, students, whenever the questions are given in ratio, take either acid or water, whatever it is, whether it is acid or alcohol or whatever it is, take only one quantity. Don't mix both. Take the values of one quantity out of the total. Here we have taken 5 out of total 7. Total 7, 5 plus 2, total 7. Here 5 plus 2, 5 part of alcohol, 2 part of water. So total we have 7 part. Out of that 7 part, we have 5 part alcohol. Here we have 8 part and 5 part. So 8 plus 5, we have 13. Out of that 13, we have 8 part alcohol. So take any one value out of the total value and use only one value and use it in the alligation rule to get the required ratio. So if you remember the alligation rule, this picture, and put only one values in the rule, you will get the correct answer. Okay, practice it with more and more questions, then it becomes very easy for you. Okay, kindly note it. Okay, let us go to the next question. So the next question is here. In a mixture of 60 liters, the ratio of milk and water is 2 is to 1. If the ratio of the milk and water is to be 1 is to 2, then the amount of water to be further added is. So we have a mixture of water and milk. We have a mixture of milk and water, and we have total 60 liters. So let us write that first. Total we have 60 liters. This 60 liters include what? This include milk and water. Understand very clearly. The 60 liters we have, and the 60 liter include milk and water, which is in the ratio, what is given, which is in the ratio 2 is to 1. So this 2 part is milk, 1 part is water. 2 is to 1. Total we have 60 liters, which is divided in 3 parts. 2 part milk, 1 part water. So total 3 part. Divide this 60 by 3. 60 by 3, we got 20. So 1 part is 20. So water will be 20 liters and 2 part is milk, 40 liters milk. So total we got 60. Understand very clearly, very clearly. This is the first step you have to do for this type of questions. We have mixture of milk and water. Total is 60 liters, which is in the ratio 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1 means total we have 2 and 1, 3 part. So when we have 3 part, that 3 part divide 60 liters in 3 part, 20, 20, 20. So 1 part will be 20. So 1 part will be water, water will be 20 liters, and 2 part, 20 plus 20, 40 liters will be milk. Now what is the question given? We want that ratio to be 1 is to 2. The ratio should be 1 is to 2. That is 1 part milk and 2 part water. Here we have 2 part milk and 1 part water. But we want 1 part milk and 2 part water. So how much more water we need to add? How much more water we need to add? So this milk will not change, because we are adding water. So milk will not change. How much is the milk here? 40 liters. So 40 liters will not change. This will be 40 liters only. So now 40 liters milk, 1:2 ratio means here you want 80 liters of water. Then only it becomes 1:2. 1:2. 40, 80. That is 1:2. So you want 80 liters of water total. Already you have how many liters here? 20 liters here. So how much more you want to add? 20 plus 60 will give you 80. So you want to add 60 liters more. So from the given options, you can mark 60 as the correct answer. Understand very, very clearly, this type of questions are very common. 60 liters is the total mixture which include milk and water, which is in the ratio 2:1. When it is 2:1, we have more milk, less water. So 40 liters of milk, 20 liters of water. Now this 2:1 ratio, we want to make it as 1:2. 1:2 means whatever milk is available, double of that water should be there. So milk will not change. Milk is 40, so water will be 80. So then only this ratio will become 40:80, 1:2. 40 to 80, 1:2, double. So 80 liters of water is required. Already we have 20 liters. So how much more we want to add? 20 plus 60, 80. So 60 liters more water we need to add. So accordingly, mark the correct options. Okay, kindly note it. Okay, this is the next question. In what ratio must a grocer mix two varieties of pulses costing rupees 15 and 20 per kg respectively, so as to get a mixture worth rupees 16.50 per kg? So a grocer mixes pulses costing 15 and 20. So here we can use the alligation rule directly. We have two values given, the cheaper value and the dearer value, mean value, x and y are the ratios. This is what we need to find out, and this is our alligation rule. So according to the rule, if we go, what we will get? Cheaper value is given how much? Cheaper value is 15, dearer value is 20, mean value is 16.5, and we have x and we have y. X is equal to m, 20 minus m, so this will become 3.5, and y is equal to 16.5 minus 15, 1.5. So 3.5 and 1.5. 3.5 is to 1.5. That is x is to y. You can cut here 0.5 7 times, here 3 times. So the required ratio is 7:3. 7:3 is the required ratio. Accordingly, you can mark the correct option from the given options. Okay, so these all are important questions based on basic alligation rule. Okay, in the next video, in alligations and measures part 2, we will be solving some important questions which are asked in the previous question papers, and which are type 2 and type 3 questions, which are advanced questions where we can use the alligation rule.